Hello everybody. This is my last vlog for Oman, my Oman vlog. I left Oman about a month ago. Today's September 2nd. I left August 2nd, so exactly 1 month. Once I got back from Oman, I went back home for 2 days where I unpacked everything and then repacked. And on August 5th, I left for Mexico, and right now I'm in Mexico City, my apartment. I also have a blog for Mexico, so if you want to check that out, just go to the Study Abroad blog page and click on Mexico City. That's me. It's been quite an interesting transition going from a very conservative Middle Eastern country to a very culturally open Latin American country, like the rest of Latin America, I guess. One of the more interesting challenges I've had to face was the language change. Even though I've studied Spanish before, I'm actually majoring in Spanish at Temple, but going from speaking Arabic all of the time to coming here trying to speak Spanish, the first week was kind of difficult because there was a lot of Arabic words that wanted to come out, and I had to hold them back, but sometimes they did slip out. Like, for example, there's a word in Arabic or phrase, inshallah, which means if God wills. So if you're talking about anything that happens in the future, or anything that is not for sure, even if it is for sure, you say, like, if God will, inshallah. And here, whenever that context came up in conversation, there's a couple times that slipped out. And also the phrase alhamdulillah, which is like thank God. They say it a lot for everything that they're thankful for. That's also slipped out, and people are just giving me a weird look, and then I try to explain, but they're still giving me weird. I wouldn't say I was thrilled to come home, but I was excited to come home after being in Oman for 2 months. There were some things that kind of got a little tiring. For example, first of all, having to be covered up all the time, which is something that us as Americans were not used to. There's also a big gender barrier, like I mentioned in previous blogs in Oman. And the weather, the heat was unbearable at times. And also the city of Muscat was very hard to navigate. However, I'm very grateful that I had the experience to live there for 2 months, and I learned a lot, linguistically and culturally. And that being said, for any of you who want to learn a critical language, either start learning one, or if you're already studying a critical language and want to continue your studies, I highly recommend the CLS program. All the information is on their website. It's clscholarship.org. Or if you just type in CLS Scholarship in Google, that'll come up. But all the information about applying is on there. The application's due. It's going to come out soon, like in the next month or so, and it's due in, I think, early November. But check the website to be sure of that. The application has a lot of essays. That's like the biggest part of it, so just make sure if you want to apply, make sure you put a lot of time into them, because that's what matters most. And again, critical languages are all languages, basically the ones that aren't European. All the ones, Japanese, Chinese, Russian, Arabic, Persian, Azerbaijani, Turkish, there's a lot. And I think they add on more every year. And they fund all of your traveling. You get a stipend per month. Our stipend in Oman was over almost $200, I would say. Yeah, and that I only had to take out money one time, so it worked out quite well, and I got to do a lot of things. So I'm gonna be putting on some pictures of my final trip, the final things we got to see in Oman. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have any questions about the CLS program, feel free to contact me. My email is gregory.mccormick@temple.edu. Ma salama.